We are recording.
Recording?
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
No.
How you doing tonight, Kraz?
You're doing alright.
Good. I'm doing alright myself. Getting some interviews lined up.
Oh, sounds nice.
What?
That sounds nice.
Yeah. I don't know when, fortunately there's no telling when, which one's gonna be the one, you know? But if there's one thing I know how to do, it's to it's repetition, you know? Hi, Daisakuma. Last we left off, we were about to start the final trial day. And speaking of, hello everyone who's just joining us. I'm Corlin, back with another episode of the Apollo Justice Trilogy, specifically Dual Destinies. And yeah, as I said, we're about to start the final trial day of Turnabout Reclaimed. I think it's a bit longer than the other sections, but our plan is to get it done for tonight. I assume that since nothing's been brought up yet, Kraz, this is where the issues you said you have come into play?
Well, one of them we have finally passed. The other one is to come up today.
So we passed one. Is it something you can talk about now, or is it still too spoilery to talk about?
For me, it's just, the basic summary of it is I just don't really like how they used the plume in this case.
The Plume?
Yeah.
What's wrong with her?
Well, it's nothing with her. I just feel like I don't know. The way the characters, like, in the case treated her, I feel like they could have, like, been a smidge nicer. But
I'm not quite sure what you mean.
it's hard to explain.
I mean, if you want to type it out after the fact, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get started. What? The ship's doctor and Azura were romantically involved?
What?
Well, that's my theory, but I don't actually know if it's really true. I mean, the guy's like twice her age. Azura would never get involved with that god-awful ship's doctor.
God awful.
But I do admit, they were friends.
They were friends?
You sure they weren't?
Despicable.
You sure they weren't just friends, Sasha?
God.
But would Azura send Dr. Crab videos, I wonder? What the hell?!
What? Excuse me?
Please tell me you're talking about video conferencing and not what I think you are.
Excuse me?
Hi, Tempty. Yeah, he walked in at a good time.
What do you mean?
Azura used to send her boyfriend videos of herself teaching the Orca tricks. Oh, thank God.
Oh my fucking God. Oh my
God, I gotta get my... God. Not even 5 minutes in and our minds are already in the gutter.
No, cause like the way that felt like the fucking mistranslation from chapter 6, if you know what I mean.
What mistranslation?
In Area 1, when a certain character says how they'll show their actions.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I know I like to make the joke about I am so very angry status right now, but like that one might have to take the cake. That or the frickin' like tempura shrimp pants or something. I see.
Answer moment, so true.
For those who don't know, it's a moment. It's a clip from Noah's playthrough of SDRA 2, which is starting very soon. I used to help Azura take the videos on her TV phone. TV phone, you say?
This is a bit of an interesting bit of what? This is an interesting bit of information. There actually is another Ultimate Panther moment, but unfortunately we're too far into the game to, like, justify actually posting them now.
Oh.
Cause, like,
wait, what do you mean too far into the game?
Like in case people are, like, watching them without having seen the game first.
Oh, I see.
So TV phones can shoot videos too, huh? My dumb phone sure can't, but when it's from, like, the 2000s, of course it can't.
These TV phones are amazing. They can even record sounds you and I can't hear. All the equipment we use at Shipshape Aquarium is high-tech. Ship's doctor sends away for all kinds of electronics. I sure hope
so
they're all legal.
It's so high-tech it looks like a flip phone. It's all the high-tech stuff is Dr. Crab's doing, huh?
Anyway, I still highly trout Azura's boyfriend was the ship's doctor.
But Dr. Crab had a charm yesterday, and he was really shaken by it.
Charm? Hey, leave that alone! That belonged to Azura! What was Azura's charm doing in Rifle's stomach?
You call that a weird reaction? I feel like that's a pretty justified reaction. That charm just... that charm, like... that charm looks just like your keepsake of Azura.
Yeah, well, she did say she and her boyfriend had matching charms.
Yeah, thanks.
Were the ship's doctor and Azura really a couple? I can't believe it.
I'm like, part of me is wondering if they made his age that high just so we would doubt if he was actually the boyfriend. That's the only thing stopping me from just saying this is really obvious.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's fair. Like I know that people would probably dog on this, but I think it's understandable to have stuff like that just to make sure, because you know, keep in mind this is a game.
Yeah. There's still so many unanswered questions. Better with all them all in today's trial.
I believe in you two. I know you can do it. And we will, Sasha. We promise.
Court is now in session for the trial of Sasha Buckler. The defense is ready.
Ready.
Completely thrown off. Very good. Here's where the prosecution and the defense are ready. Yesterday, it was proven that the Orca was not guilty and that the victim fell to his death. Prosecutor Blackwell, did your investigation of the Orca pool turn up anything new?
It did. We found a bloodstain from the victim at the bottom of the pool. On this.
My, a frightening-looking rock! He says there's a bloodstain on it? Just looking at it gives me the willies. Can we assume that there is no water in the pool at the time of the incident?
Very good. What a clever little deduction.
Oh, well, it's nice to get a compliment from the prosecution for a change.
Prosecutor Blackwell's completely tamed the judge with his carrot and stick approach.
I guess I should have brought a few carrots in my home.
Right. Moving along, I have prepared a witness. Buckler was the only one who entered that room when there was no water in the pool. The witness will prove that. Come to the stand, witness. Name and occupation. Dr. Herman Peep. Sniper, stay in there.
Dr. Herman Crepeep? Nice. I just feels what it sounded like. You're that cute little creature.
Such a restless bird, quite unlike Taka.
Wow. Chalk went up for Taka. He shut Sniper up with a single sound.
Son of a gun. Dr. Herman Crab, Shipshape Aquarium's veterinarian.
And could you tell us the name of your cute little friend there as well?
Your Honor, please focus on the case.
It's important to learn all we can about the witness.
This is Sniper. Peep, 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 peep. She's the offspring of a penguin named Rifle. Sniper lives in my hair. She might cause a commotion now and then, but please try to ignore her. I was originally going to call the animal keeper to the stand, but he refused to testify, so I settled on the veterinarian. Now tell us, why was the defendant in the Orca pool room when the water was drained?
Wait, why would he know that? Wait, what?
Well, we're about to find out. In the early morning hours of July 20th, Sasha was cleaning the Orca pool room. Sasha and Jack Shipley, the owner, were scheduled to do the cleaning together. During cleaning, the pool waters drained. While the cleaning was going on, Marlin was taking care of the Orca and the show pool. The pool water would never be drained unless the pool was being cleaned. See? There you go.
So, let's see. In her claim is that the victim was made to fall to his death during the cleaning?
Only Buckler and the owner had the security card necessary to enter the Orca pool room. And we already know from the security company's record of card usage that the defendant was in the Orca pool room during the time of cleaning. The witness's testimony and the record of security card usage are conclusive evidence.
So no one beside the defendant was at the scene and the water in the pool was being drained. Other side.
We have to strike fast. Your Honor, we're ready for our cross-examination now.
Oh, yes, of course. Please proceed, then. You mean the power of youth?
Speed running.
Comes in handy at the times like these. Oh yes, let me speed run by asserting the right I have to cross-examine.
Hold it!
Why is the cleaning done so early in the morning, essentially in the middle of the night?
Our aquarium is open every day of the year without break, so of course the cleaning has to be done at night when there are no visitors. No days off, is that it? I can relate to that.
I guess visitors don't get to take days off.
Things sure are different around our office, huh, boss?
You don't have to rub it in quite so enthusiastically.
So, was the defendant cleaning alone? No.
Wait, what? Okay, that's not saying that they did it together, though. And Miss Buckler said that Mr. Shipley never showed up to help with the cleaning.
I don't know anything about that. All I know is what was on the schedule. Maybe they changed plans. They probably felt awkward with each other after their fight.
In any case, there's no proof that the victim entered the orca pool during the cleaning.
Objection!
If you don't stop your yammering, I will pull your tongue out and barbecue it.
You have to be so violent.
Proof or none, the victim must have entered the pool room during cleaning. Witness, tell him why. Jack must have entered the orca pool room. The reason I think so is because I'm the President of the United States of America. Ah. That's probably the one then. Where's the ID card? The heck?
You know, to this day, I'm still not sure if I'm okay or annoyed when Ace Attorney acts like lack of proof is proof.
Sorry, what?
So to this day, I'm still unsure if I like that Ace Attorney considers lack of proof proof.
Yeah, you can't prove a negative. I don't get it. I thought, for some reason, I thought there was... I feel like there should have been, like, evidence of the, of, like,
The what?
the security card records.
It was mentioned, though, wasn't it?
It is mentioned, but it's not entered into the court record.
That's weird.
Hold it!
You mean to say that the record shows both of their cards being used?
No, only Sasha's, but they must have gone in together. Jack's body was found in that room, so that's the only logical explanation.
You think they...
We talked about this just yesterday. What purpose does that brain of yours serve? You're even more bird-brained than a rifle.
Objection!
Witness, I will not allow birds to be belittled in my presence. Limit your disparaging comments to the defense alone.
What? Like it's disparaged either way. Wonderful.
Bird lover, huh? I guess we're not destined to become best friends, unless you like air guns. That is fine. All I need is for you to talk about the state of the scene during cleaning. Alright, fine.
I don't know. I think the two of them were made for each other.
Hold it!
So the cleaning is done with the pool drained of water?
That's right. They use the hoist there to lower themselves to the bottom of the pool. They can do regular cleaning with water in the pool, but this was an intensive session. I never cleaned my own lab, however. You probably could have noticed if you could have actually examined all those bowls of instant noodles on there. But you're not afforded such a luxury.
What? What's examining? I haven't heard of that before. I think it might be do then? I guess I can't talk then. Though, yeah.
Well, Sasha and Marlin come in and clean it for me on occasion. But I'm too busy myself. I have animals to look after. Like this one, for example.
You're a horrible little creature! It lends cheer to this bleak courtroom.
Your reaction to Taka was very different, as I recall.
The duck is a fine bird too, of course! Please continue, Dr. Crab. Quickly now.
As I was saying, Sasha was cleaning the Orca pool room.
Hold it!
So Orla was moved all the way over to the show pool? Why is that?
Well, it wouldn't do to get her covered in cleanser, would it? Of course she was moved. You don't take a bath while you're cleaning the tub, do you?
Excellent point. I usually clean the tub after I take a bath myself.
I was assigned to clean the shower stalls yesterday. They were cleaner than an Edo bathhouse by the time I was done.
I guess Oscar Black was the fastest type.
I polished it so well, I bet the inmates are slipping and sliding all over right about now.
Maybe he's not so much the fastidious type after all.
Somehow I don't think that's it either. Anyway, cleaning the Orca pool is just like cleaning the tub.
Hold it!
We're still pressing? My lord. There's no possibility that it would be drained at any other time than cleaning?
None.
Not down with a single word. Why are you so certain?
Think about it. If the pool water were drained, what would happen to the Orca? The poor thing!
Well, whose side are you on, Athena?
Exactly, young lady. Without water, Orla would be alright for a short period of time. But anything longer than that would pose serious risks. She could even die.
But so the fact that Orla is alive and well is proof that the water wasn't drained on her?
That's right. The Orca pool and the show stage pool are next door to each other. A hoist runs between the two to move the Orca and equipment back and forth. When intensive cleaning is done, the Orca is moved to the show stage pool first. So the water is only drained while the pool is being cleaned.
Is that your testimony? For fuck's sake.
It's frickin' Victor Kudo all over again. If there were no water in the pool, the Orca could die.
Doesn't help I'm fucking antsy today. Because for some reason I somehow got a cold, so I just had congestion all day.
You had a cold?
Yeah. Because I'm stupid sometimes.
Hold it!
I guess you're right.
Son of a gun. Then why did you harp on it so? The defense loves to make a fuss over nothing. You do like to stir up trouble, don't you, Mr. Lawyer? Just like this one. Peep, peep. How rude. Don't compare Mr. Wright to Sniper.
Sniper, no sniping.
Granted, his suit may make him look like a penguin.
Excuse me? Athena, is that what you really think of me?
Ah! I wish Sniper and Miss Baby Chick would both stop all the peeping and cheeping! Miss Baby Chick? How dare you— No, wait, that actually sounds pretty cute.
Wow, this guy was calling a young woman a chick in court.
What a Casanova.
Oh, we have to show that the water could have been drained at some other time.
If we don't, Sasha will be the only one under suspicion. There must be a hint somewhere. I'd better look through the evidence again. It's probably something to do with, Orla's condition.
Objection!
Dang it.
I finally remember, like, another problem I sort of have with Ace Attorney is that, like, when a testimony like this, for example, says that maybe they could have entered together, but also in the same part of the testimony, they're also like, oh yeah, they had a fight before. It's just like, when, like, logistically, if you could do something like Great Ace Attorney, where you could, like, connect two statements to point out a contradiction, I feel like it would also work a lot better.
Yeah, the idea of, like, pitting statements against each other.
Yeah. Because,
The closest thing I can
sometimes-
think of for doing that is if, like, the flags they sometimes have for pressing multiple statements in a testimony. But that has its own set of issues.
Yeah.
Especially when, like, the later parts of the... There are some testimonies later in the trilogy that basically force you to press every statement in the testimony and then press specific ones a second time for some reason. I never got that.
Like, yeah, those types of testimonies are fine in the PWT, because, like, usually it was pretty obvious, or it was just something that Phoenix was like, I need a bit of info before pressing this again. But sometimes in the AJT, they don't even, like, give you that. You just have to do that on your own.
Oh, like pressing multiple times?
Yeah. And, like, this one, you have to press, like, 3 statements, I'm pretty sure, like, mandatory to get here. A statement is clearly inconsistent with this evidence, Your Honor.
I hope you don't think waving your finger about aimlessly is going to help you win this trial.
There's nothing inconsistent with that evidence.
I don't think there were any statements that required, like, multiple presses in Apollo Justice. I really hope that's not the case here, because then it just becomes... Like, if you're gonna be, like, a hand-holdy game, at least be consistent about it. Maybe this? Because
Yeah,
she
but,
was
like,
close
that
to...
wouldn't-
What?
That wouldn't prove that without that wouldn't really contradict that without water she would die.
Yeah.
Unless that's just not true about orcas, but then I don't think they would really be classified as sea animals then.
Objection!
Dang it. I feel like we're gonna be here for a while.
Like, I'm going back to, like, the consistency about the hand holding. Like, I hate how sometimes in DD specifically, it's either it's the easiest testimony in the world, and then there's ones like these.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting the consult option. I might as well. Mr. Wright, I think I have something here.
You said something wrong in the testimony?
That's right. Let me show you which statement I thought was strange.
I swear to God, if you point to the last one, Athena, I'm gonna slap you.
It is the last
God
one.
fucking damn it! I knew that, Athena! Listen, first official trial, Tempty.
First, what is empty?
No, I said first official trial, Tempty.
Okay, if it's this, then I don't know what else it could
The only
be,
thing
though.
Like, the only thing I can think of if it's the 3Z is, like, if he's lying about orcas not needing water, but again, I feel like we would sort of know that.
Yeah, it's either that or, like, it's either that or... If it's not one of these two, I don't know what to say, honestly.
Objection!
I'm gonna look this up at this rate.
Don't tell me the answer. I know I'm being dumb.
Yeah. Well, honestly, if you're being dumb, so am I. I don't even...
Finally!
What was it?
It was the luminol photo.
Aluminals? Wait, show me it again? I think I know where they're going to go with this, but why would it be this statement where you would present that?
I don't
If the
know.
water in the pool is drained, you say the orca could die. Is that necessarily true?
What are you talking about?
There is a way to let the water out without harming the orca, isn't there? Does he mean just
He's
bring the
talking about
divider?
there being no water at all, though. That's the part that got me hung up.
The, his statement wasn't wrong, Phoenix. Like,
I think it's
this
just
is
like a case of the wording just not being as concise as it should, as like I guess tight as it should have been.
yeah,
Or
but the
even
way
or even
it's
just have
worded,
him
there
like
was no
prompt the question, or
contradiction.
even like have him like prompt it. Maybe pressing that statement could have like prompted a case of like, is it could the pool have been drained, but the orca still be fine? And then and then there's like a yes no prompt, and if you answer yes, then you get the opportunity to present evidence. I think that could have been a better way of doing it. What do you think?
I just the way that was worded in the testimony as of now, it wasn't a contradiction in it.
Yeah. Also the guy's a frickin' like marine veterinarian. Anyway.
Your Honor, please allow me to submit the following photograph. This is as you can see, there's no water on the skull rock area. With the pool in the state, the victim could have made his fault in his death. However, there is water on the other side of the partition. Oh, it's just fine.
I am in great pain. Please help me.
You're fine.
Son of a gun.
In other words, if the partition is set up at the bottom of the pool, the water can be drained without doing Orla any harm. Implying that the water could have been drained at a time other than during the cleaning? Yes, there is that possibility.
Dr. Kreb is shaking. Looks like he has something to hide. Could it have something to do with the calendar note about meeting with the victim?
It might. I'll send it to the judge. Please take a look at this calendar. You did that thing in court yesterday. You need to drag out your souvenir today. Actually, I would like you to make note of an entry for the day of the incident. Let me see here. Meet the captain at the Orca Pool at 7 a.m. This one is about meeting the victim!
What? Still wondering what Herman Crab's name pun is. I don't know if you're joking or not, Tempty, but I think it's pretty clear. I think it's supposed to be a pun on Hermit Crab.
The judge would like to argue that at the time of that meeting, the pool may have been drained of its water. Whose calendar is that? It belongs to Dr. Herman Crab. Isn't that right, Dr. Crab?
Son of a gun. So you suspect me, do you?
What's the meaning of this meeting? What's the meaning of this calendar entry, Mr. Dr. Crab? Explain yourself.
Arr! It would save me a halfpenny! Arg, 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 arg. Fine. I was supposed to meet Jack at the Orca pool at that time. But I ended up not going.
So you're saying you simply broke your promise? You can't get out of it that easily. I believe you have some explaining to do.
Objection!
Your blade is sharper than I thought, Wright, Dono. Despite your triple whammy of wrongness. But your cut was shallow, a mere surface scratch. There's a saying amongst prisoners, do not drop the soap. I mean, do not see nor speak to smooth-talking lawyers. I thought he was, for some reason I thought that said smooth brain because I was looking at the corner of in the corner of the room. If you think the witness is suspicious, show your proof.
I just did. What? Underland isn't good enough, huh? I can prove the victim could have fallen to his death around 7 a.m.
Let's put our heads together, boss. The victim could have fallen during cleaning when the pool was completely drained. Or using the partition, it could have been at 7 a.m., with the water partially drained. What would be the major difference in circumstance between the two possibilities?
The circumstance was different? The answer could tell us something. The circumstance was different between the two possibilities of cleaning and 7 a.m.
When it says half full, I suppose that means that it's filled up to like halfway all the way around. It's not just being partly filled on the one side.
I have no idea. If the murder occurred at a time other than during cleaning, it must have been there.
Oh, you're right. And that would mean that Orla witnessed the murder. What's this? You're sheathing your sword so soon? Stop yammering to each other and show me how you wield your sword!
Alright then. My sword is poised and ready. If the murder was made at a time other than during the cleaning, Orla must have been present at the scene. If I can prove that the murder happened right in front of Orla, I can prove that Miss Sasha Buckler is not guilty.
He's got little flip-flops.
The court, Mr. Wright! I might not the Orca as a witness to the crime! That's exactly what I'm implying.
And how do you intend to prove the Orca witnessed the murder? What are you going to do? Put the Orca on the stand and cross-examine her? You're
Yes!
Black Quill, you might want to get a fork and knife, because I think he's about to make you eat those words.
I'll be right back.
Alright, this is a critical point. I better think about it carefully. The defense will... If I asked Orla if she witnessed the murder, I'm sure she would tell me everything. Really? How interesting. And how do you propose to communicate with the Orca? Well, I'd have to think about that. Unlike some birds, an orca is incapable of human speech. No, I'm afraid I cannot allow you to cross-examine a creature that cannot speak. Unless the defense has some other way of communicating with the orca. No, I'm afraid I don't, Your Honor. I guess that was a silly idea. Please let me try again, Your Honor. The defense will... Okay. Does he know... What are you talking about? Bats. No, not bats. JST, what are you talking about, does he know? I mean, I assume you're referring to Blackwell? Prove the orca witnessed the murder. The defense will present evidence. Evidence that will prove Orla witnessed the murder. You're going to present evidence? Knowing the defense, I thought surely you would try to cross-examine the orca. I mean, you literally just offered to. I must say, I'm a little disappointed. Gee, sorry to get your hopes up, Your Honor. Very well. Let's see this evidence, then. What evidence shows that the murder took place right in front of the orca?
Take that!
I have no idea how that evidence is relevant. I thought maybe if I presented it with confidence, it would all work out somehow. Nothing to say for yourself, is that it, Mr. Wright? Dang.
I must have some evidence here somewhere that shows Orla witnessed the murder. Your Honor, allow me to present a different piece of evidence.
You seem to have something in your throat, Mr. Wright.
You also seem to have something in your throat, Your Honor. Very well, let's see this evidence then.
Touché.
Why do we suddenly bump up the difficulty of the trial? What the freak?
Take that!
This photo indicates where we saw luminal reactions yesterday. By accident, we got some of the luminal testing fluid onto Orla. We were then very surprised to see luminal reactions on Orla's body.
Objection!
So what of it? There's nothing odd about that. As was discussed in yesterday's trial, the orca was bleeding. Traces of the orca's blood were also found on the skull rock. The orca must have injured herself when she rammed the rock.
That pot of blood Mr. Boom saw. But from Orla headbutting the skull, was it?
Those luminal reactions you saw on the orca are most likely from her headbutting.
Objection!
But what is odd is the position of those bloodstains. Let's take a good look at this photograph. Yesterday, Mr. Plume said the blood disappeared when Orla put on the hat. Testimony indicated that Orla's injuries were supposed to be under her hat. Well, luminal reactions are in two entirely separate areas from her injuries. These bloodstains can't be Orla's own blood from when she was headbutting the skull. Then where did the blood come from? I believe that's the victim's blood. The victim was killed right in front of Orla. And the victim's blood spat out into Orla's body!
Ah!
No, finally all makes sense. Orla was a witness to the murder, so that's why!
Orla? Boss, something's wrong with Orla.
You're right. She's listless and she's sinking. There's one more fact that indicates Orla was a witness to the murder. There's more? But wait, there's more. Hope was afraid Orla could somehow reveal that she witnessed something. And that's why they did what they did. It all makes sense. I have to present that evidence. The culprit, the witness, the evidence that proves the culprit thought Orla was a dangerous witness.
Take that!
The offense would like to submit this evidence. What the? Looks like some sort of medicine. It's a sleeping drug, Your Honor. A very powerful one. The sleeping drug was discovered in Orla's stomach yesterday. We're going to drown Orla by putting her into a deep sleep. We're going to drown the orca. But why?
Right, Dono. Are you trying to tell this court that the perpetrator tried to kill the orca off to prevent a witness from talking? Do you really expect to defeat me with that feeble attack?
My sword has been drawn. I'm not about to sheathe my evidence now. Orcas have an enormous potential for intelligence. The possibility that Orla could somehow manage to reveal the truth cannot be denied. The culprit believed in this possibility, and that's why they tried to kill her. Dr. Herman Crab, you purchased a sleeping drug, didn't you?
Ugh.
Have anyone tried to get away with murder? Trying to do it away with the orca? But who but a veterinarian would know better than how to disguise an orca's death? You can even prevent the police from examining Orla's body!
Why, you? Are you actually accusing me of trying to murder the orca? How dare you! How dare you slander the noble profession of veterinarian!
My goodness! Someone could cut the tension in this courtroom with a knife!
Yes, I admit to purchasing that sleeping drug. However, it was subsequently stolen from my lab. That's such a flimsy excuse. It's the truth. What else can I say? Any of the crew members could have entered my lab.
So we can deny evidence quite a bit.
Besides, think about it for a minute. Who was it that treated Orla after she swallowed the drug? It was I.
As I recall, it took you quite a while to give that treatment. You didn't even come on your own. We had to go get you.
Son of a gun. You just remember all sorts of little details, don't you, Mr. Lawyer? The Orca pool and the lab are far apart. It's little wonder he didn't know Orla's condition.
Oh, wait, no, but he has a camera. Didn't know? That's highly doubtful. As apart as they were, Dr. Krebs found a way to know all about the Orla's condition. You know what? That's what Smith Evans and the witness knew about Orla's condition.
Take that!
Torpedo that's about to hit this courtroom.
No, you just had to bring that up, didn't you?
With this advanced data system, surely you would have known about Orla's condition.
Objection!
Wait just 1 minute. What is this torpedo?
An explosion. Dr. Crab! How dare you bring a weapon of mass destruction into my courtroom? Oh god. Let me go, please. You're gonna make me say this. A torpedo with a tele-observation real-time pertinent data organizer is a data system. Until yesterday, only Dr. Crab and Mr. Shipley knew about the torpedo. It isn't legally approved in this country, so it was kept secret from the police. What's illegal? Dr. Crab, I demand an explanation.
Son of a gun. You and your big mouth, Mr. Lawyer.
I'm a lawyer. What do you expect?
Well, I like how Sniper's like trying to put the thing on his head. She's trying. Yes, it's true. I'm using an illegal system to monitor the creatures at the aquarium. The system uses sensors like these, and yes, there's one in the Orca pool too. These sensors send sound waves through the water to gather data on the creatures. If it finds abnormalities in their condition, the torpedo alerts me with a sound.
My goodness! How very high tech! But if it's illegal, I will not turn a blind eye. This matter will be appropriately dealt with at a separate time. Only Mr. Wright, please continue. With the torpedo, I'm sure Dr. Crab noticed the danger Orla was in. He made no attempt to come to her aid on his own. And the reason for that is that Dr. Crab wanted Orla dead.
The torpedo didn't give me a warning message. That's why I didn't know there was anything wrong with Orla. The sensor in the Orca pool wasn't working during the police's investigation.
Objection!
Can you prove that statement?
Objection!
What's with him?
I guess this is all so high-tech for Prosecutor Blackwell that it's making him a little funny. Funny. Yes, I find this all very funny. Witness those sensors send sound waves through the water, correct? But what if there isn't any water? Then they wouldn't work. They'd automatically switch off. I see. And where is the sensor in the Orca pool located? I don't know. Jack's the one who attached it for me. You don't know? Then I will tell you. The police found a sensor just like the one you just showed us. They found it attached to the table at the bottom of the pool.
The table? You mean the table in this photograph?
That's right. Don't you get it yet, right, Dono? The table is on the Skull Rock side of the partition. It's affixed to the bottom of the pool and can't be moved.
Oh. So if the water was drained from the Skull Rock side of the pool...
Precisely. Without water, the torpedo sensor would not work. Witness, when did that sensor automatically switch off? Hang on, I'll look it up. The only times lately were during cleaning 2 days ago and the investigation yesterday. Of course, I knew the pool would be drained while they cleaned it. But I had no idea they drained it for the investigation. No one let me know. That's why I didn't know about Orla's condition yesterday.
So Dr. Crab really did want to save Orla.
Did you hear that right, Dono? Yes, the water can be drained without harm to the... Yes, the water can be drained without harm to the Orca if the partition is used. But if the water is drained from the Skull Rock side, the sensor turns itself off. If the sensor was always on except for during the cleaning and the investigation, it means there must have been water in the pool at all other times. It was never drained. In other words, no one but the defendant could have committed the crime.
Ah! Oh, in the core. This completely shatters the defense's argument. But... The fact still remains that Orla was nearly killed with Dr. Crab's sleeping drug.
Objection!
But aren't you forgetting one important question? When was the sleeping drug given to the Orca?
You're right, that hasn't been discussed yet.
The Orca pool is the scene of the murder. The police were there all day yesterday. The only way to give the drug to the Orca undetected is to put it in her food. Yesterday someone gave the Orca food during the trial. Oh.
Someone did? I'm afraid I don't quite remember who.
You don't remember? You're not that old yet, are you? It was the defendant, Sasha Buckler.
So that is the Orca standing accused, is it? She's maybe a flipper at us. Maybe she's sharing a song?
Orla, which Phoenix and Athena walk?
The argument that Miss Buckler is the one who gave the Orca the drug?
The prosecution's argument hasn't changed. Buckler made the victim fall to his death and then manipulated the Orca to pin it on her. Still not satisfied, she further planned to kill the Orca with the sleeping drug.
I didn't hear any reports of Dr. Crab feeding Orla. Maybe he didn't have a hand in Orla's attempted murder after all. Is there anyone else who could have sealed Orla besides Sasha? If it's true that the defendant is the one who fed the sleeping pet of the Orca, then that places even more suspicion on her.
Objection!
Nuh-uh. Defense objects to the prosecution's claims.
Well, well, you still haven't admitted defeat. Your Honor, I object! And why is that? Because it's devastating to my case! Overruled. Good call!
Prosecutor Blackwell. I appreciate that you only mentioned that the parts that are convenient for you. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? Prosecutor further mentioned that Miss Bucker wasn't the only one able to feed Orla. As you will recall, there was one other person who could.
Oh, you mean that person?
Looks like a theater remembers now, too.
Congrats, Sasha. Time to celebrate. Go on, eat up. Oh, Mr. Wright, no.
I don't want to believe it either. We can't ignore the truth. This other person who fed Orla during the trial was...
Take that!
Please recall when Orla was found not guilty yesterday. Marlon Rhymes gave the Orca a large quantity of food. If the sleeping drug was mixed in with that food, it could be given to the Orca without arousing police suspicion. Now that you mention it, I do remember that flip-flopper feeding the Orca.
Flip-flopper.
Objection!
So you remembered, did you? I see the time for a true sword fight has come. I call Marlon Rhymes to the stand. Mr. Lawyer, both Miss Orca Lover and Marlon Rhymes are important members of our crew. I don't want to suspect either of them, but I'm ready to accept whatever truth you find. Here, take this.
That charm.
It's the charm that matches the one Azura Summers had, isn't it? So you and Miss Summers were romantically involved, weren't you, Dr. Crab? What? No, of course not. Sorry to disappoint you, but this doesn't belong to me. Hey, what?
Oh.
Did you
Wait,
honestly... did you honestly think this was going to involve... honestly, did you really think this case was going to involve some kind of weird age gap relationship? I mean, that would just be
Yes.
weird.
Are we treating this as the case where Orla was accused of murder?
At the time, I thought it was Azura's, so I grabbed it. But it wasn't hers. Now it's up to you, Mr. Lawyer, to figure out whose charm it is.
I will. Thank you, Dr. Crab.
After all, I'm interested in the outcome of this trial, too.
Now then, please summon Marlon Rhymes to the stand. Okay, the age gap wasn't the problem in Big Top. Well, I guess it was, but like... it was a different problem in Big Top.
Yeah. Crab is 40. Azura was a year older than Sasha, so she would have been 22. What's going on? What's everybody making that face for? I haven't been watching the trial and nobody's told me anything. I'm new.
Marlon Rhymes, you are not the father. You are under suspicion for the attempted murder of the Orca.
I see. Well, if it's already out...
Wait, what? Mr. Rhymes? Is he like going to admit it?
Fine. I'll tell the truth.
They did... What? Okay.
Sasha's lying to protect that Orca. At 3:30 a.m. on the 20th, there was still water in the Orca pool. The incident happened before the Orca was moved to the show pool. Orla killed the captain by bashing him 30 feet high and making him slam into the water. So I thought the Orca should pay the consequences.
What? Excuse me? Okay. Now we're back to the Orca again? Did not see that testimony coming.
Now wait just 1 minute. Yesterday Orla was proven innocent. Besides, you said Orla was in the show pool during the cleaning. I didn't want to sell Sasha out. That's why I didn't tell the truth. But the fact is, all three of us, the captain, Sasha, and me, were cleaning the pool room. But Dr. Crab and Miss Buckler both said you were at the show stage. Well, the only thing Dr. Crab knew about the cleaning was what I told him. I didn't give him a whole lot of details either. Maybe he misunderstood. And Sasha's lying to protect the Orca. She can't tell the truth. Sasha put blood on the skull rock herself to make a fake blood stain. I think it's pretty brave of her to let herself get arrested to protect the Orca. Mr. Rhymes, how could you lie like that?
Okay, so I'm confused. Is he saying that the Orca did do it? Or that
Yes.
she did?
Yes, he's saying the Orca did it, and that Sasha's... he said it just now. He's saying Orla did it, and that Sasha was lying to protect her.
I see.
And it is interesting how, like, they had something ready, because, like, I was about to say, you've got two... Because, generally speaking, in a murder mystery, if two people say the same thing, unless they're accomplices, of course, that becomes the truth. Besides, wouldn't it be better for you if I wasn't lying? If the Orca did it, you win your case. What?
This is all very hard to believe. But if Mr. Rand's story is true, Miss Buckler would be innocent and the Orca would be the killer. Meaning if we turned our backs on Orca, we could save Sasha?
Quite the dilemma. Having a witness lie to save your own client. What a dirty, underhanded tactic, right, Dono?
Objection!
Yesterday, the defense proved Orla was not guilty. We have no intention of going back on our assertions now. But we did.
What are you
think about
saying,
it.
Mr. Wright? All you gotta do is admit the Orca did it and Sasha goes free. Isn't a lawyer supposed to act in his client's best interest? Well, yes,
He
but this
is.
is Ace Attorney. Kraz?
But that wouldn't be acting in our interest. Miss Buckler believes Orla is innocent. And we of course believe that Miss Buckler herself is innocent too. Acting in the client's best interest is an important part of our job as a lawyer. Using dirty means to win a verdict just would destroy our client's faith in us.
That's right. We believe in both Miss Buckler's and Orla's innocence. Huh? I just don't understand how you can treat a human and an Orca equally. Sasha or the Orca? You can only save one of them.
Excuse me. Also, hi, Ned.
I didn't even notice Ned had joined us.
Well, he
Hiya.
just joined.
I didn't
Hi,
even hear
y'all.
the ping. Hey, Ned. Say hi to the stream.
Hi, everyone. Hope you're enjoying this very entertaining trial.
You can say that again.
That again.
I was expecting Net to make that joke, not you.
I was about to say Ned would make that joke, not you.
I don't know about that. think I can save them both. All I have to do is disprove your testimony.
Oh yeah? Then go ahead and try.
I'll do just that. If I can't tear down his testimony, I won't be able to save the both of them. I'll find a weak spot and start tearing.
Hold it!
What do you claim Miss Buckler is lying about?
Sasha put that bloodstain on the skull rock and stuff herself as false evidence. She left fake traces to try and save the orca.
Objection!
Witness, if you keep talking nonsense, I will seal your mouth shut and sew it and use my awl to sew it.
The defense supports the prosecution's idea.
But, Mr. Wright, my testimony helps your client. You ought to be happy.
I think both Orla and Miss Buckler.
There's more.
Except anything else. Now that it's understood, please continue your testimony.
Fine. And there he goes.
Hold it!
When the victim was killed, how much pool was in the water? Wait, how much water was in the pool?
It was before the pool was drained for cleaning, so it was full.
You went into the orca pool room and saw this yourself? Dr. Krabs said you're at the show stage.
Objection!
But it's possible that Dr. Crab was misinformed, or that he misunderstood. The witness already explained this. Why are you taking this meaningless tack? If you want to play games, Taka here would be more than happy to play with you. We better be careful how we press the witness. Taka's watching us like a hawk. He is a hawk, you ignoramus. Witness, continue.
Shut up, JST.
Hold it!
There appears to be some pool in my water. Maybe Setsuka's been here.
Oh my god. They don't call her much of a pool shark for nothing. So you're saying the incident took place before the cleaning began?
Yeah, I guess so. The captain, Sasha, and I were gonna do the cleaning together. It's much more efficient than trying to have just one person do it alone. In the defense's case, however, more lawyers means simply more lawyers, nothing more. Though I suppose at the same time, there's no chance of too many cooks spoiling the broth. What? You're one to talk. All you have on your side is a cantankerous bird.
What the fuck did you just say? Hey, I'm up here all alone, you know?
Are you people done? You need the witness to keep you focused. For shame, right, Dono?
Hey, I was the only one who kept my mouth shut.
Anyway, the incident happened in the orca pool before the cleaning got started.
Hold it!
Can an orca even do that? Send a person flying up into the air like that?
Yep, of course. I've seen orcas bash and seal 60 feet into the air. So naturally, Orla could do that to the captain too.
What a frightening thought. You imagine it so casually, Mr. Rhymes.
Well, what else can I say? It's the truth.
Mr. Rhymes claimed that Orla killed the victim by sending him flying into the air. feet to the clavier. But would something like that even be possible in the Orca pool room? Something about that statement that bothers me.
65-foot fall into pool, bruised all over. Ceiling to pool bottom is 100 feet. Blow to head, retrieved after death. I mean, the height of the fall itself doesn't seem to be the It's only thought to be from a 65-foot fall. And, like, 30 feet would still leave some room. I mean, I'll give it a shot.
And so you witnessed the moment the victim was killed by the orca, is that right?
Exactly.
Hold it!
That's why you put the sleeping drug in all this food.
Ahoy, yo, ho, ho, Sasha could be found guilty if we let her be, but if the orca died, Sasha could go free. I thought if the orca was already dead, Sasha might tell the truth and free herself. It might seem cruel, but a man-killing animal has to be put down.
She tried to do away with Orla because she was a witness to the crime. But if Rhymes is a culprit, why would he be trying to protect Sasha?
I'm sensing some very complex emotions from Mr. Rhymes. I need more information before I can do a proper analysis.
If I'm going to tear down his testimony, I guess I better present evidence. Of course we don't believe Mr. Rhymes' testimony.
But he's suggesting the murder took place in the orca pool. Unless we can disprove that, we won't be able to save both Orla and Sasha. Actually, it might be the Skull Rock, because it had been moved from the show pool. I forget exactly what Phoenix's point was, but I'll go with that first. Nope.
And we game over!
Boneheadedness, ha.
You see, defense, I can also be quippy.
Ooh.
Is this the first or second one we've done?
I think it's only the first. This court oh, not guilty. Do you want to read off the lines or not, or no?
Oh yeah, I sort of forgot. I didn't even think about it. I guess this one would be custom.
Yeah.
This case is very clear. There's no room for doubt. This court finds the defendant, Sasha Buckner, not guilty.
That is interesting.
I mean, it makes sense given the testimony.
Yeah.
Sasha won her not guilty verdict.
You hear that, Danganronpa generic game overs?
But Orla was taken away by dangerous animal control and never seen again. Damn. This is so sad status.
So very sad status, you mean? So I guess it...
Objection!
Okay,
Man, we should have started on a counter. The Corlin doesn't understand counter. Because this game really like picking leaps in logic for some reason.
I'm sure there's like something. Maybe they're like trying to add the victim's height on top of that.
But like we don't even know how tall he is.
It's either that or I was just reading too deep into the autopsy. Because they only thought it was from a 65-foot fall. Is he? But there's also the contusion. No, the contusion was after his death. So you'd have to explain. I guess he's gonna ask like where that came from.
Felix, you're a bit cooked if he has an answer.
Yeah.
When lines are piled on top of each other, contradictions start to emerge. This time is no different.
Are you saying there's some kind of inconsistency in my testimony?
That's exactly what I'm saying. You've heard that the victim was sent flying about 30 feet into the air. The autopsy report shows an apparent cause of death from a 65-foot fall.
What?
Initially, in your testimony a moment ago, you said at 3:30 a.m. on the 20th there was still water in the Orca pool.
And I guess it makes sense because, like, then you'd have to explain why the coroners didn't come to the conclusion it was a 30-foot fall instead of a 65-foot fall.
Yeah. The pool is only 65 feet deep. There's only 30 feet between the water and the ceiling. 35 feet, let's get it right. If the pool was full of water, as you claimed, it would be impossible for the victim to fall about 65 feet, as the autopsy states.
Ah!
Mr. Holmes claimed he was in the Oracle pool room so he could make these statements. But the truth must be that he was at the show stages as Dr. Crab and Sasha testified. I believe that brings us back around to the Orca didn't do it.
I didn't believe the witness's testimony from the outset. I am grateful to you, Wright Dono, for shutting the witness up, as I thought the only person who could have killed the victim is Sasha Buckler. That fact still remains, whether the witness was the one who tried to kill the Orca or not. Son of a... Gun?
Ron was right about one thing. His testimony was advantageous to our case. But pointing out that contradiction in his statement will only drive us into a corner. As Prosecutor Blackwell said, suspicion against Miss Buckler is now deepened. If I don't do something fast, the judge is going to find Sasha guilty.
Mr. Wright, isn't there anything we can do? There has to be a way to prove Sasha's innocent.
At a time like this, the thing to do is to turn my thinking around. Instead of trying to prove that Sasha couldn't have done it, I have to think about what made it possible for someone else to have done it themselves. And as long as the crime scene is the Oracle pool room, but Sasha's the only one who could have committed the crime.
No need for pity or boldness. Just finish him off with a swift verdict and a fine hammer blow.
The present defense has no objections. Very well, I will give my verdict.
Hold it!
Your Honor, please hold off on that verdict. But you are so quiet, Mr. Wright. Do you have something to say now? You answer the counter-argument. You do?
Pitiful. Such desperation. You look pale. Are you sure you're prepared to make this counter-argument?
The worst of times are remorse has to force their biggest smiles. I'll never forget those words no matter how many years go by. Even though it's probably just a bluff, I'll give it to them with a smile. What if the scene of the crime was somewhere else? The scene of the crime?
Somewhere else? What? You're finding fault with the police investigation now?
As I understand it, the prosecution's theory is as follows. The scene of the crime was the Orca pool room. When the defendant and the victim entered the room where there was no water in the pool. Therefore, only the defendant could have committed the crime.
That is correct.
But the scene of the crime was not the Orca pool. Then someone else other than the defendant could have committed the crime.
Are you sure you know where you're going with this?
I'm too sure, but I can't back down now. You're right, I hope that I'm wrong, but this isn't one of your bluffs, is it? It's not! Judge knows me far too well. I'm just gonna mention this now, because I'm not sure if I mentioned it before. But, like, I sort of hate how Dee Dee makes Phoenix be this, like, infamous bluffer, but that's just not how he was.
Yeah.
And every time I play the game, it pisses me off more and more, because, like...
What do you mean by, like infamous bluffer? Like, I don't think the judge, like... I don't think he was really known for bluffing. He was just... I mean, he was... If anything, he was good at hiding it.
Yeah,
right?
That's my point. That's my point. Look at what the judge just said. Like,
yeah.
He mentioned, he says that this isn't one of your bluffs, is it? As if Phoenix does this commonly. Which, like, at least when he was a lawyer, he really didn't. And if he did, you didn't really know he was.
Yeah, you wouldn't know from the outside, surely.
Yeah, which is why every time they act like him bluffing is this common thing that he's been known for. It sort of ticks me off.
Maybe he thinks it's all from it. Maybe he thinks this is... Maybe His Honor thinks this is a poker game.
Oh my god. No, Phoenix is the one who's the poker player. You have a theory on where the actual crime scene was?
Exactly my point.
Yes, of course. Think, Phoenix, think. Think of a place other than the Orca pool room where one could fall to one's death. By all means, please share your theories with the court. Where was the real scene of the crime? Another reason it ticks me off, I think, is also because, like, this is Phoenix coming off of Ace Attorney 4, where he was arguably at his smartest, and when he wasn't bluffing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I noticed that, like, honestly, I think that, I know that this is 3D, and so it probably would, and they were probably limited, but I feel like they could have benefited from, you know how Gregory Edgeworth's shocked animation shows him, like, reeling back at first, but then pulling his hat down and, like, faking a smile? I feel like that could have worked better for Phoenix's new damage animation, just to show the differences in his character.
Yeah.
I understand they were trying to go for familiarity, but, I don't know, sometimes...
Like, I think that would have worked better, because I'm sure you've probably noticed it at this point, but they were really overusing the damage animation.
Yeah.
At least for Phoenix, because he shouldn't be getting shocked by every little revelation. But I get it for Apollo and Athena, maybe, but not Phoenix. Like, Rose and Unk at this point, he should not be getting surprised by random pieces of evidence.
Yeah.
The show stage pool might have been drained of water at some point as well. And if so, it's just as possible to follow one's death as the Orca pool.
Right, Dono. What you're doing is a disgrace to your profession. I sincerely hope you have some basis for what you're suggesting.
So if they think it's a 65-foot drop, then maybe the... I think I got it. If it was in the show pool, then the killer took the captain in via the crane hoist and dropped him in that way.
Yeah. Oh, of course I do. I will, as soon as I think of something.
The victim's body was found in the Orca pool. How do you explain that?
Objection!
How about if, after the victim was killed in the show stage pool, his body was moved to the Orca pool using a human-shaped crane? How about if? What kind of presentation of your argument is that? Your Honor,
you could
please
use
take
the
a
crane
look
for
at
that too.
Your Honor, please take a look at my 10-slide presentation on how this is the scene of the crime. It's your turn back now. I think of a way the body could have been moved. Or was there something at the scene that could have been used to move the body?
It was the octopus cannon.
Take that!
The bullets are human-shaped. The hoist runs between the Orca pool room and the show stage.
Does the stuff with the bottle at the end of 3-3 count?
That was like... That... Even if it did... I'm gonna say it doesn't, since it was quite obvious to everyone but Tigray that Phoenix was bluffing. And frankly, it was also obvious why he was bluffing as well.
I haven't played Recipe for Turnabout in a while, so I can't really make any input here.
So at the end, there was a recess at the end of 3-3 where Gumshoe said that the bottle that Phoenix gave to Gumshoe had Tigray's fingerprints, but it wasn't the bottle of the poison. But Tigray shouldn't have known that, so in court he presented that bottle as if it's decisive evidence, saying that was what where the poison was, and then Tigray described exactly what the poison bottle actually was, which is something he shouldn't have known, and that's how they got him.
Yeah, I see. It's like it was a bluff, but like everyone understood why it was being done. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, would that reflect badly on Phoenix? I mean, at the very least, it's clear he wasn't just like making stuff up. It was clear that like he actually had a reason for it.
Yeah. And also,
I don't know if that would. I mean, I don't know if that would fly in like actual court, but you know, this is Ace Attorney. A lot of stuff here would not fly in actual court.
One thing I want to add on to the 1-4 thing is that even if it was a very infamous bluff, it was also probably the biggest trial of that decade as well. So it's like, just the whole Phoenix being a bluffer thing. It just makes no sense to me, considering he was hardly that publicly. The stretcher can be hung from the hoist to move things like oil or the skull rock. The stretcher could have also been used to move the dead body. Yes, the stretcher can move the orca or the skull rock. It seems likely it could also move a dead body as well. Wow, somehow that worked. I might just be able to pull this off. But the show pool was the scene of the crime. Someone else could have done it.
Objection!
You desperately spew conjecture, and now you even make up a crime scene?
Oh god. Yeah!
Not again!
You don't have the soul of a warrior. You don't deserve to be on the battlefield. I shall break your blade in two. And even your fabrication is half-baked. It's a disgrace!
Damson Tangaroa would be disappointed. What do you mean half-baked?
The hoist can be operated from the Orca pool room only. And the only person who entered the Orca pool room was the defendant. So even if the body was moved, the only one who could have moved it was the defendant herself.
Then the witness frickin' did like his best American Ninja Warrior impression and shimmied along the hoist track.
Oh no, so was the defendant... It comes back to the defendant no matter which pool it was? You mean I can't clear Sasha either way? Sasha says she needs the oil and the skull rock. And I believe her. But could it be possible that she moved the body herself without being aware of it? Mr. Wright? You have an objection to Prosecutor Blackwell's claim.
How big is that rock?
Probably rock size. That shit looks huge.
It is pretty big. I don't know if you'd be able to fit a body in there, though. Assuming it's hollow, of course.
I have an objection to the claim that the defendant moved the body.
Oh gosh.
Zoinks.
I feel like if I had... Oh my gosh. If I feel like maybe via the lifesaver trick it could have been done, so I'm gonna try with no objections. I feel like this maybe could have been a trap.
I have no objections. Mrs. Buckler must have been the one who moved the body.
What?
Mr. Wright, are you saying the defendant committed the murder? No, I'm simply conceding that she was the only one who could have moved the body. However, I contend Miss Buckler was not aware that is what she was doing. The court made her move it, unbeknownst to her. Trying to move the dead body without recognizing it was a dead body? How could that even be possible? The body was found in the Orca pool. It must have been moved there somehow. I might find some kind of hint in the thing she moved with the stretcher. The culprit made Miss Buckler move the body along with this piece of evidence.
Take that!
The skull rock? Buckler told me yesterday she moved the skull rock when she was cleaning. The only two things Miss Buckler moved to the Orca pool are Orla and the skull rock. I would like to suggest that the victim's body may have been inside the skull rock. Hidden inside the rocks, the body may have been moved to the Orca pool with the hoist. At the show stage, Marlon Rhymes loaded up the skull rock with the body inside. And then he used the walkie-talkie to let Miss Buckler know the rock was loaded. Miss Buckler operated the hoist from the Orca pool room and moved the stretcher. She moved the rock without knowing the body was inside. You really think there could be enough space inside the skull rock to place a body? Swashbuckler flyer indicates it could be possible. Please focus on the question in the bottom left. Oh, it says, who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the Skull Rock? In that case, I suppose the rock is most likely hollow, then. What's more, if the body was inside the Skull Rock, it explains the remaining unanswered questions as well. Such as... Please take a look at the security footage of the scene Mr. Plume witnessed. Where did the body that Mr. Plume saw come from? Please recall... What was Order doing to the Skull Rock at this time? She was headbutting it. Oh! That's right. Ola's ramming to release the body from inside the Skull Rock. Body had been placed inside the Skull Rock and moved for air from the show stage. And the real murder scene was in fact the show stage pool.
Silence.
Love how conveniently that flyer is worded. Yeah.
What rubbish is this now? You don't have a single scrap of evidence.
Objection!
It's easy enough to verify what I say. Take a look inside the Skull Rock for yourself and see.
Oh, I see. So your point is, so the part that bothers you, I see your point, Kraz, about how if it's more of a public opinion, how the issue is him, like, actually bluffing, as opposed to it just being public opinion.
Yeah. Like it'd be, like, I wouldn't care nearly as much if it was just, like, people outside of Phoenix were like, oh yeah, he's like a bluffer or whatnot, but, like, when Phoenix is actually bluffing constantly about stuff he frankly doesn't really need to bluff about.
It also wouldn't be, I don't think it would be that hard to, like, write it off as a public opinion thing, considering, you know, poker player, the amount of the cases he's won, and also, yeah, I mean, not that as many people would probably know about it, but the fact that, you know, he was Mia's protege.
Yeah. Just nope, they just make Phoenix.
God! Right, Dono?
Mr. Wright, that was incredible. You turned things completely around.
Something's called a turnabout.
It all started with that half-baked bluff, too.
It was okay. That was a close one. Should I have to add that last bit though? Like it's lines like that just like.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like, I don't remember anything.
Who's the perpetrator?
Yeah, I don't remember, like, any lamp shading like that from the original trilogy. Granted, it has been a while.
If the murder took place at the show stage, then who is the perpetrator? Maybe the only person that was at the show stage, Your Honor? Slash was the person who was at the show stage. You talking about me? Mr. Rhymes? Weren't you the one who loaded the Skull Rock onto the treasure at the stage show? I don't know what you're talking about, buddy.
You talking about me?
My machinations
Wow,
do not lay
wow.
undetected.
For I am a master of deception. Wow,
Master
Mr. Wright,
deception, no
that was some
more.
pretty smart brain work you did there. To be honest, I never thought you could figure it out. I tried to protect myself, but I guess it came back to bite me.
Are you confessing you gave false testimony before, Mr. Rhymes? That's perjury!
Paper perjury.
Yeah, what Mr. Wright says is true. The body was inside the Skull Rock. And it's true the captain was killed in the show pool, too.
What? He's admitting it that easily?
This time, I'm gonna tell you the whole truth about what happened that day.
Is it gonna be another thing like freaking 5-1 where they basically said they did the crime except there's one little thing that made him like, well, I actually didn't do it.
In the show pool, the orca shot the captain up into the air. Then the captain came down and slammed into the water. I can still remember the spectators' screams clearly. All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. When Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, I freaked.
So we're back to the orca again, I see.
Again.
If you were going to give testimony like that, why did I bother putting you on the stand? All I'm doing is telling the truth. That day, Sasha wanted to do the old version of the Swashbuckler Spectacular. So I suggested she hide the body in the Skull Rock and move it to the orca pool. I was going to figure out what to do with the body after the show was over. The orca's the one that killed the captain. It wasn't me and it wasn't Sasha.
I mean, can you prove he lied, JST? So it was Mr. Rhymes' idea to hide the body in the orca pool? If Mr. Rhymes is the culprit, why would he protect Sasha? The truly true, final true truth. So real, Tempty.
It's true.
False charges against Sasha would mean he himself would escape suspicion, so why?
Mr. Wright, how about if you leave this to me?
Athena, do you mean you heard something?
Oh yeah, she did mention that earlier on.
Yup, noise. Discord in Mr. Rhymes' heart.
Wait, he downloaded Discord into his heart?
Discord! Impossible!
No! Well, I mean, somewhere in his testimony there's a contradiction with his emotions. Alright, Athena, give him a good counseling session that's totally ethical.
You got it, boss.
He must be telling the truth 2013 this time.
Okay, is this the part where like where the whole Athena Mood Matrix ethics thing becomes a problem? Or are we still not there?
Oh no. Oh no. Trust me, when you see it, you will know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Huh?
I'm not going to tell you where, but you will know. What are you getting at, Athena? Or what are you getting, Athena?
This testimony's pretty complex. Feelings of deep sadness and intense anger are being called up. Those two emotions appear to be running out of control.
Control emotions? Is that going to be a problem? And anyone who's played this game before, you likely know which Mood Matrix segment I'm talking about.
Granted, I don't know, but I might be getting... I might have an idea of which one it is. But we'll have to see. Actually, I've got two ideas for what it could be.
We'll have to probe their cause if we want to get to his true emotions and testimony. There might even be odd or unnatural spots in his testimony he isn't even aware of. I don't know why. I like how you said even twice, Athena. It shows that you care. You care.
Are you sure that she cares? She cares? Alright, let's probe for the cause of his out-of-control emotions, then.
I'll explain how to probe. Let's find the root cause together. Yeah, we've already... Yeah, I know this is the DLC case, but, like, you really think someone would play this before the monster's turnabout?
It wasn't even introduced in the first case, though. It was introduced in the first... Wait, hold on. They introduced it in the first case, and then reintroduced it in the second case, and reintroduced it in this case?
Well, no, I thought this was going to be, like, out of control, like, intense emotions, like with Jinxies. Oh, yeah, see?
No, it is. Oh my god, he's so freaking angry status. And so very sad status. What would be the cause of his out of control sadness and anger?
It'd be hard to find them both at the same time. Let's concentrate on probing just one. He did make one odd statement I was wondering about. I highly doubt there were any spectators at the scene of the crime. Oh, yeah, just point it out, why don't you?
Are you fucking kidding me? Y'all, really? Good point, that just doesn't fit. Maybe the cause of his out of control emotions. Try pointing to the spectators.
Just to be sure, I'll explain.
No!
No, come on, and of course. Why would you include it twice?
You just explained this! You just explained this!
Got it!
Jeez, guys. I doubt there were any spectators there at the show stage when the owner died. Hardest DD puzzle. There had been. Those witnesses would have told us the true crime scene right away.
What? Oh, right, of course. I just made a mistake.
Wait, when did he even... Okay.
Okay, that made the sadness subside. So maybe the spectator's part was what was making him sad? Hardest DD puzzle.
I wonder why I made that mistake saying spectators were there. How strange. You don't remember it being this bad when you played the game, DST? Oh boy.
The only thing I can think of is that he was mixing up one memory with another. Like he was in a similar situation before, and it was deeply imprinted on his heart.
A situation where an orca killed somebody and there were spectators there? Hey! I think I know why he's mixing up his memories. The reason why Mr. Rhymes mixed up his memories is... What?
Take that!
Could this be the reason Mr. Rhymes mixed up his memories? Tempty, oh my god. Only M-rated Ace Attorney game and also the one made for preschoolers.
Wow. No, I don't think that piece of evidence would make him mix up his memories.
No? Ouch, she dismissed that pretty fast.
Let's look for something that shows he suffered intense emotional pain in the past. Oh.
When it comes to psychology, I can really only count on Athena. An orca attacking somebody in front of spectators. Hey! I think I've got it now.
Take that!
Mr. Rhymes, I think I know what happened. Could you have been mixing up what happened a year ago with this incident? This theme. Maybe that's why you slipped and said the owner was killed in front of the spectators?
What? How did you... You're right. I did see the orca kill somebody a year ago. But what about it? I was just one of the spectators. Really? Just another spectator? There must be a reason why you feel great sadness about that incident last year.
Silence!
Stop this nonsensical scrutiny of feelings. Just present evidence to prove your point. Boss, do we have any kind of evidence that would back us up here?
Yeah, that sort of goes against the entire penalty system, Takuma. But that's a whole other can of worms. There is one piece that comes to mind that might explain the sadness.
What, for the mood matrix?
Yeah.
Well, I'm waiting. Let's see this evidence that has to do with Marlon Rhymes' sadness.
Also, Tempty, let me just tell you that Noah said that you're, okay, what did Noah say? I sent Noah what you said, and he said that you're a class act.
What did he say? What did Tempty say?
The only M-rated AA game, like that comment.
Okay.
Zero Summers died an accidental death 1 year ago. This is her boyfriend's charm.
Hey! What are you doing with that charm?
It was found in Rifle's stomach yesterday. But judging by your reaction, I believe this charm belongs to you. I guess I need to just need to push him, or it's a little harder to make him admit it.
When Mr. Rhymes said the word charm, he was very rattled. We'd better examine this charm a little more.
Good idea. Let's look inside it. You didn't do that already? What's this? A photograph?
This is the freaking receipt all over again. Like, I figured it was just a credit...
Are you for real?
I figured it was just like a thing, like a credit card or something, but yeah, that's... I mean, I understand not wanting to let it come up too soon, but, yeah.
Hey, this is... It's your Summers and Marlon Rhymes!
Mr. Rhymes, you and Azura Summers were a couple, weren't you? Ugh, so what if we were a couple?
It doesn't have anything to do with the captain's case.
You believe you saw the orca kill your girlfriend. That's the cause of your sadness. Is that emotion of yours connected to the current case?
Silence.
The only thing you revealed was the witness's connection to the victim of last year's incident. What does the witness's past have to do with the case at hand?
I don't know yet.
But we managed to pinpoint the source of his sadness. Now let's delve into who Mr. Rhymes is angry at.
Why would he be angry at Shipley, though?
I think I'm wrong.
No, don't tell me. Please don't tell me. What's the cause of Mr. Ryan's intense anger? Don't
Well,
do
I
it.
don't think it was directed at that. Let's think about who he was really angry at and why.
Got it.
Mr. Ryan, you're angry with Orla, aren't you?
Angry? At an orca? Why would I be? If you think I have some reason to be mad, then show me some proof.
Can I prove that Mr. Ryan's has some reason to be mad? No. Idiot. This is the no is crazy. But the evidence we just took look at would come in handy here. The sure indicates that you were Azura Summer's boyfriend. I'm sure you believe Orla killed your girlfriend a year ago. You lost your girlfriend, and so you've been angry at Orla!
Alright, I'll admit it. I'll never forgive that orca. Azura's dead, and that orca is still swimming around happy as a clam. I became an animal keeper just so I could prove that orca is a killer. You're right. I want to make that orca. I want that orca to pay. There. Feel good dragging up a person's past, but it still doesn't change anything.
He's right.
I disagree. It does change things. His out-of-control emotion quieted down. Now we should be able to find out the truth behind that emotion. According to my analysis, Mr. Rhines is usually a very calm person. Let's see if we can find any inconsistencies between his words and his emotions.
I know I shouldn't think this deeply about an Ace Attorney game, but it doesn't really bother me that much, but it's also a little weird how they just accept Athena's findings.
Yeah. What about Apollo's tell spotting? What about that?
Like that, I don't know where this I don't know where this misconception started, but like it's not like Apollo uses the ticks as evidence. He uses the ticks as something to be like, oh, I should press this further. Because like as you remember in AJ, he never like went off of. He never like accused someone because of a tick. He used that tick to see if someone was lying, and when he found it, he always presented evidence to back up what he was claiming. Because
I see. Yeah, that makes sense. I can't remember exactly. I can't remember all the tell spots, but I do think you're right. Like you do generally have to come up with some kind of evidence to explain it.
Yeah. And I don't mind it here in DD, since it's only an investigation, and you don't really need to present evidence for that. I think you still did in 5.2, but, like, it's not as huge a deal in investigation, is what I mean.
Yeah.
Got it!
When we view your emotions alongside your testimony, we find the unexpected wait a minute. There really isn't anything strange here.
I don't know, but I think maybe we made a mistake, Mr. Wright.
I think maybe you're left.
I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, he came out and said some stuff, and they all listened. I mean, that was pretty good.
So it's like the creatives didn't think this through. That'd be crazy, Daisakuma.
Got it!
Damn it.
What I'm thinking it is, and I generally don't remember what it is, so I am thinking, is that it's the last one, and the lack of shock.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I actually wouldn't have thought about that.
Got it!
Hey, you were right.
I mean, I am Phoenix, right? When Mr. Bloom witnessed the Orca finding the body, you freaked. Really?
What are you
Oh, I
getting
don't know.
at?
With Mr. Plume as a witness, Orla was guaranteed to be accused of the murder. Didn't it work out exactly as you'd hope? In order to have Orla put down, you made sure Mr. Plume went as that scene. So he's going to be accused of the murder, right?
So you figured all that out, did you?
Mr. Wright, are you admitting it?
I didn't really want to have to fight anybody but the Orca. But you leave me no choice. Fish juice.
Oh, here comes problem number 2.
Grrrg! Now it's time to get serious.
Hello, Bane.
Ahoy, what, yo, ho, ho. Ahoy, me brothers represent. Avast ye, grass eaters, stay free. Take me words and pop 'em in your mouth. Scurvy grass eaters can't be beat. Yo, ho, ho. Bro, I'm ready for the showdown.
I found it really funny. The KST's reaction was just, what?
Whose reaction? Oh.
KST just said, what?
Fish guts, I guess.
What's going on? Where does this pedo come from? It's like when Clark Kent takes off his glasses and they ask Superman, where did Clark go?
Yeah.
He looks like a completely different person! Where the fuck did the fish come from? What? We don't have more than Prosecutor Blackwell will yell at us! Prosecutor Blackwell is at a loss for words.
So I plan to have that wench be a witness. Arr, ye caught me out. It be true I thought that Orca's murderous ways should be found out. That be why I schemes to have de Plume see the body.
So you admit it, you deliberately framed Orla.
Arr, it be true. But what skin be that off of anybody's nose? That Orca be a murdering scurvy dog. I may have a grudge against that Orca, but I always felt grateful toward the captain. The Orca murdered Azura and the captain, so of course she should walk the plank.
I have a response for that.
I agree it wouldn't make any sense for him to kill the owner. Why would he? But his hatred for Orla, on the other hand, comes through loud and clear.
Wait a minute. Killing Mr. Shipley doesn't make sense. Who would it make sense for Rhymes to kill? Sorry. Go to history real quick. I need to see something.
Oh, whoops.
Okay. I just want to mention this again at the end of the trial.
Mention what?
What Phoenix is saying. It'll make sense when we get to it.
If killing Mr. Shipley doesn't make sense, who would it make sense for Rhymes to kill? Okay.
Your Honor! I think I just became aware of a new fact. Oh, and what is that? I don't know about Mr. Rhymes' intense hatred of Orla. It turns the promise we've been arguing under on its ear. Will now reveal the identity of the individual Mr. Rhymes meant to kill from the start.
Take that!
What? So the witness intent was to kill the Orca? Exactly. Exactly. The witness's intended victim was not Jack Shipley. From the start, it was a scheme to kill Orla.
The Orca was his true target, but Jack Shipley is the one who died. The Orca is alive and quite well.
He's right. He wanted to kill the Orca, and yet it was Jack Shipley who found it was death. How did that happen? Wait a minute, what if... What if what? What if Mr. Rhymes wanting to kill Orla was somehow connected to Mr. Shipley's death?
At a loss for words, are you? What happened to your bravado of a moment ago? Enough of these reckless words without any basis in fact!
Objection!
They aren't reckless words. My basis for my claim is as real as the murder scene. That's the real murder scene, the show pool.
What are you talking about?
My contention that the two incidents happened at the show pool. The attempted murder of the orca and the victim falling to his death. First of all, in order to kill the orca, Mr. Brown's removed something from the scene. And by doing so, he made it possible for Mr. Shipley to fall to his death. He did what? He did who to the what to the how now? Mr. Wright, what if Mr. Brown's removed in an attempt to kill the orca?
We'll go with the water first, just because that's the obvious one.
Don't tell me you're trying to claim he tried to kill the orca by draining the pool water.
That's exactly what I'm claiming. To help the defendant with the claiming, Marlon Rhymes took charge of the orca. With the plan to kill Orla in the show pool. And because the pool water was drained, it made it possible for Jack Shipley to fall to his death in the show pool.
Hold it!
What the? What
The heck? I tried to kill the orca, you say? Can you even prove there was nary a drop of water in the pool? That day I was simply looking after the orca. Why would I have the monstrous thought of killing it?
Objection!
You claim you're looking after Orla in the early mornings of July 20th. But I don't think you were doing a very good job at it. After all, Orla wasn't given anything to eat during that time.
How would ye know such a thing?
I know because of Orla's record here in the torpedo data system. The system continuously records data on the subject it monitors. From Orla's record, we can tell exactly when she ate, or didn't eat.
Sink me! Nobody ever told me about that dastardly contraption!
My matey should have gotten rid of that bloody contraption. Only a few of the ship's shape aquarium staff knew about this system.
What were you referencing there?
Nothing in particular.
Okay.
Man, this would have been... Man, I really should have watched Pirates of the Caribbean in preparation for this. I could have made so many jokes. According to Ola's record, she never ate in those early mornings of the 20th.
If you're familiar with Pirate 101, maybe you could. If you're familiar with Pirate 101 like I am, maybe you could make a few jokes, like how Orla is secretly the whale that supports the entirety of Jonahtown on her back.
You planned to kill Orla, and that's why you didn't feed her.
Silence!
You're wasting time. What proof do you have of that? Perhaps the orca simply wasn't hungry?
He's right. I don't have any proof.
If Orla simply didn't eat, then that would create an inconsistency. Where did her fish go?
Her fish? Good question. Where did it disappear to?
Fish? What does it matter? What relevance does it have to the case? Cease this stalling with inconsequential questions! Stop delving into the depths of the orca's stomach and delve into the case instead.
Objection!
But wait, it may seem like a small inconsistency, but it's a... And like, Phoenix, really? Like, you don't need to bluff. It's an issue of great importance, I think.
Why does he not need to bluff?
So, what are we talking about again? I've been working on something on the side.
Oh.
But like, just like...
Well, it's more so the writers, the writing, I think.
Yeah.
JST,
What are you driving at, Mr. Wright?
I think Sasha's more suspicious right now. Really, JST? Even after this guy frickin' ripped off his shirt and like, even after this guy chugged what I can only assume was an entire barrel of rum, just became roided out of his mind, ripped off his shirt, pulled a giant swordfish out of Hammerspace and started rapping even harder, and started, like, rapping sea shanties.
Oh, Shanty. How could the fish disappear? Someone must have eaten it. So who came to the show stage and ate the oilless fish? I think I have a pretty good idea. I believe there was once a visitor to the show stage and Mr. Rhymes didn't notice.
Visitor? I counted the bluffs Phoenix did in the trilogy, if you guys are interested. Oh, okay. If you're... Are you trying to introduce yet another suspect at this 11th hour? If you utter more of your careless remarks, Taka won't look favorably upon it.
Break that swordfish, boy!
Break that
Plan the
swordfish,
other-
what?
No, look at what that said.
Oh.
I don't plan to utter any careless remarks.
Oh, it's in the VC chat, I see. No, it isn't. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I just took a screenshot of it from there. Well, no, look
Wait,
at what,
where the heck was Ned?
said in like YouTube chat.
I didn't see him.
Wait, do you not see? Wait. Oh, wait. Set your. Do you see the thing where it says top chat?
Top chat? Yeah.
Set it to live chat because top chat doesn't show every message.
Oh. I've had it on top chat all this time. Okay.
Whether my remarks will actually be related to the case or not, I don't yet know. You don't know yet? Okay.
Don't worry, boss. If Taka comes this way, I'll fend him off.
No,
But do
you
try to keep your
won't.
remarks careful.
Ned. Someone must have visited the show stage, but who? I think it was Corlin.
Yeah, it was me.
This was a visitor to the show stage. I believe Rifle the Penguin visited the show stage. First an orca, now a penguin? What's
Penguins.
next, a killer whale?
Why would ye be saying such a thing, Mr. Lawyer? Who do you think I be, Captain Rockhopper? I didn't see Rifle during the wee early morning hours. Do ye have any proof Rifle visited the show stage? If ye be a lawyer of any salt, show me your evidence.
I didn't know I had to bring salt. I thought when Rifle's feet were pink for some reason. That fact is a clue that Rifle was indeed at the show stage.
I hope you guys can't hear, like, the thunder in the background. It is quite loud. And if you can hear it, I do apologize.
Actor presents that piece of evidence that connects Rifle to the show stage. Not to prove I'm a lawyer worth my sea salt. Rifle stepped in Danganronpa blood.
2-4. What this judge is saying, right, is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here. And yet you count that you counted that as bluff count 3. Like, that isn't Phoenix actually bluffing, it's just him being known for it, right?
Yeah, but like he was, at least from the context I saw in the transcript, he was sort of bluffing though.
Oh, okay.
Like I only counted it as a bluff if it was like an actual bluff.
I see.
This is proof that Rifle visited the show stage.
Take that!
Oh my, what a cute little sign! Look at all those adorable stars! These stars are actually starfish. This buckler painted the sign. In the early mornings of the 20th, she left the sign at the show stage to dry. Mr. Rhymes kept an eye on the sign for Miss Buckler while the paint was drying.
Black Quill.
Witness the ascension of Raid Raptor Rise Falcon!
Sorry, I didn't notice that until much later, Net, but yeah, Black Quill, if he played Yu-Gi-Oh, would absolutely run Raid Raptors. and Shun would definitely be his favorite character.
Aye, that be true, but what be your point?
And this sign.
Let me say that again.
Edgeworth.
Witness the ascension of Raid Raptor Rise Falcon!
It's proof that Rifle visited the show stage. Proof of the Penguins visit? I'm afraid I don't quite see it. Or is this proof that the Penguin visited the show stage?
Take that!
A couple of the pink starfish are shaped a little differently from the others. Look like little leaves. Rifle had pink paint on the bottom of her feet. Those little leaf-like shapes on the sign are actually Rifle's footprints. Rifle made these footprints by walking on the sign before it was dry. Oh, what cute little pink penguin prints.
So there are footprints. What of them?
Marlon Rhymes is watching over the sign at the show stage while the paint dried. And during that time, the penguin paid a visit. According to the torpedo data system, we know Rifle ate something that morning of the 20th. Most likely, Rifle ate the fish meant for Orla that was at the show stage. Orla's snack was a small quantity of fish. Even a penguin could have eaten it all.
Begad! Rifle ate Orla's fish! Who be ye to say Rifle ate Orla's fish? She could have picked up food anywhere. But that doesn't change the fact that I really was at the show stage. After all, I had to help move the Skull Rock. It couldn't have been moved without me. The witness claims he never saw the penguin. How do you explain this contradiction?
Well, Mr. Rhymes and Rifle were at the show stage, but Mr. Rhymes didn't see her. So where could Mr. Rhymes have been at the time?
Wright, Dono, if you aren't up to the task, I could disprove this witness's testimony for you.
So if I leave it to Prosecutor Blackwell, Sacha will be declared guilty. I can't let him interrupt this line of reasoning.
Mr. Wright, let's try to figure out how things looked when Rifle came to the show stage.
I was at the show stage, keeping an eye on Orla in the side.
And we know it must be true because he helped move the Skull Rock.
Full rock band.
Whack!
The men rifle came in and walked over at the side.
But wouldn't Mr. Rhymes notice Rifle if he was right there?
Let's think about where Mr. Rhymes could have been. Is there a place in the show stage area from which Rifle couldn't have been seen?
Take that!
What? Inside the pool? But you're right. If he was inside the pool, he wouldn't have noticed Rifle. So are you saying Mr. Rhymes was underwater the whole time Rifle was eating?
No, not underwater. When I think about it, what he was trying to do, the answer is clear. Now I'm finally starting to get the whole picture.
Just like yesterday, must you two always be whispering to each other? Why don't you admit that resorting to a penguin will get you nowhere? Just like that one secret agency.
Objection!
Oh, but I don't know about that. The fact that Mr. Rhymes didn't notice Rifle is such a small inconsistency. But it's a key point that proves what Mr. Rhymes is trying to do!
The penguin is a key point?
The show stage's pool is very deep. If Rifle came to visit while Mr. Rhymes was at the bottom of the pool, he would have never noticed Rifle!
Arrgh!
Org's gonna be out of the water for a very short time while sustaining damage. But if they're out of water for a long time, they weaken and eventually die. In order to kill Orla, Mr. Rhymes had to drain the pool. And while the pool was drained with water, Mr. Shipley fell to his death. The show stage pool is about 65 feet deep, just like the Orca pool. Without water in the pool, a person could be made to fall 65 feet. Fall 65 feet. Rhymes probably wondered what to do. If he continued with his plan to kill Orla, how would he dispose of Mr. Shipley's body? So he devised a plan to kill two birds with one stone. Mr. Rhymes went down to the bottom of the pool and put... Oh wait, I'm looking ahead. What? How? Mr. Rhymes went down to the bottom of the pool and put the victim's body in the rock. He then had this buckler move the rock and the body together.
Silence!
And the witness made the defendant do this somehow without arousing her suspicion?
That's right. Mr. Shipley told Miss Buckler that she couldn't perform in the new show. Miss Buckler became upset and wanted to switch back to the old version of the show. So Mr. Rhymes conveniently suggested that she take an Ida prom for the new show. Mr. Rhymes then manipulated Orla using her singing and lifesaver tricks. He schemed to have Orla find the body while Mr. Puma be standing witness. He saddled Orla with a false charge of murder so that Orla would be put down.
What? Arr! Arr!
What the heck? Is he
Ew.
squirting blood out of there?
I hope not. So the fact that the witness didn't see this penguin shows that the rifle visited the show stage. Ron's just putting the body in the rock. At the bottom of the pool, that is. Would have thought the president of a penguin could prove the witness's actions. It's working. Just a little further, and now Sasha will be proven not guilty.
Silence.
If you think you've won this battle, you are sorely mistaken. Your theory is based on the notion that the witness could manipulate the orca. Witness, can you control the orca's actions? Of course not. What kind of bilge be that? I be but a simple animal keeper.
My memory serves. Takuma, oh my god. Wasn't Miss Bucko the only one who could command issues or issue commands to the orca?
That was definitely blood from his holes. Wait, that sounded weird out of context.
The judge's blade is sharper than the lawyer's. If you wish to do battle with a witness, you'll need a honed blade. Where is your sword of evidence that Marlon Rhymes could manipulate the orca? Raid Raptor Blaze Falcon! Attack him directly!
Oh shit! No! Rhymes had to have manipulated the orca in order for his plan to work. But how can I prove it? This line of reasoning has become unsustainable.
Objection!
Oh, it appears that I was mistaken. Athena?
I've analyzed the hearts of all kinds of people. I have enough experience to see when I look into your heart that you haven't given up. So that objection was my way of speaking up for your heart.
She's right. I get to become a lawyer again, only to give up. I have to keep fighting. Athena, thank you. Thank you for this. With your help, I've remembered the old right way.
The right way? You mean the box lunch?
Oh my god. No, I'm not finished with presenting my argument. Do you have anything else to ask, this witness?
You've cross-examined all the witnesses and presented all your evidence.
Objection!
All the witnesses? I don't think so. I have cross-examined the most important one, the central figure in both cases.
The central figure?
The one involved in not only the case a year ago, but this current case too. I never called her as a witness, but it's time to do so now. Who are we talking about? I demand you tell the court immediately! Who's the central figure in both cases?
Take that!
The defense calls the central figure in both cases, Orla the Orca! You don't have to cross-examine an Orca? Wait, why didn't we do this an hour ago?
Arr! Cross-examine an orca? Ye must be addled! It be impossible, says I!
Silence!
This absurdity is beyond the pale. How do you expect to question an orca, a creature incapable of speech?
Objection!
Orla is intricately involved in the case. I have every right to cross-examine her. Besides, even if she can't speak, I think cross-examining her will be invaluable!
Very well, do what you will then. But if you fail to garner anything from this little exercise with the orca, I hope you realize the reward for your efforts will be the defendant's guilty verdict.
I'm ready and confident.
So, cross-examining Orla, huh? That was a bold move, Bot. That was a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him. Now all we have to do is figure out how Mr. Rhymes manipulated Orla.
That's right. Now it's Orla's turn to help us save Sasha. An Orca defended yesterday, an Orca witnessed today. It was truly unprecedented. Even though this is highly unusual, I'm prepared to allow it. Bailiff, ready to witness telecast?
We're gonna turn it on. We're gonna win the power.
We'll have a 10-minute recess while the telecast is being set up.
Alright, how far in are we and how much do we have left to go?
We are at Trial Ladder.
Okay.
And frankly, I feel I
Do you think you're at your limit?
like I could do it, but I also don't really know if I want to do it.
I can understand that. I mean, I could keep going solo if you want.
Yeah, that works.
Less than an hour, I think. Hold on, I'm gonna look through a walkthrough, just...
Well, at the place we're at, it's a bit over an hour.
Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, just about an hour.
Yeah, that's what they want you to think, JST. Don't worry, he'll transform into an even greater, truer final form.
So, do you want to keep going or no? And if so, like, would you and then, like, if so, do you want me to, like, just keep going solo? Or do you want to be there for when the, or actually, no, I should probably have you here so you can point out, the rest of your critiques.
The thing is, I'll probably be able to double up next time. I just feel like stopping because my freaking cold and all that.
Double up next time? I mean,
Like,
I
do
don't...
trial,
I mean, I guess...
like, Trial Ladder and the investigation of 3.
Is the investigation for the first part of Case 3, Turnabout Academy, is it short?
I think it's the shortest. I'm not sure if it's the short. I'm not sure if it's short, though.
Okay.
It's roughly an hour and 20 on walkthrough.
An hour and 20 for Turnabout Academy?
Yeah.
I guess we could... I guess we'd at least be able to get through a good chunk of that, especially if the rest of the case is only an hour.
I also see a pretty good stopping point for that investigation, so...
Yeah, alright. Well, I'll be waiting for, well, I guess we'll just finish this Friday. I hear Turnabout Academy has kind of split opinions among the fan base. Like, some don't really like it that much, but others find it a lot of fun, especially since it's the one full-length case with Athena as the protagonist.
Yeah. In my opinion, my favorite one is Case 4.
So, Cosmic?
That's the one yeah. That's the one case I don't actually... That's the one case I can't actually immediately think of, like, 5 different problems. I'll just say that the Mood Matrix segment that I have huge problems with is in Case 3.
Oh, okay, in that case, yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about.
Like, if you know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry, but there's no justifying that. Like, please. If you don't, you're in for something special.
Alright, like, I haven't seen all the Mood Matrix scenes in Turnabout Academy, but The one I do know of, I'm pretty sure I know which one you mean.
Yeah. Yeah, that part, JSC. Oh boy.
I guess we got no choice, see? Use that technique! And then the game crashes.
That's certainly a way to stop the player.
Yeah, I forget, like, I think it was like a glitched version of like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, where like there's this boss that's two different enemies, and so they like normally they're supposed to do their own like combo attack, but instead like one of the comments kind of pointed out, I guess we got no choice. See, use that technique. Crashes game.
Wait, going back to the bluffing thing I made earlier, it's just like he really didn't bluff that much in the Phoenix Wright trilogy, to the point I'm sort of confused why they remember him for that in this game.
So is the point like how did you find all that information? Did you just like word search bluff in every transcript?
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that one. Tempty, what you're talking about is they changed the wrong things, basically. Like they made it more appropriate for the time it's coming out, but like it's still not great.
Oh, so like is like the dialogue different?
Ever so slightly.
Ever so slightly.
They changed some parts that didn't really need to be changed. That would make it better.
Well, if you could point out the differences to me, then I guess I'll look and I guess I'll see your point. Well, anyways, that's the end of the stream. Still thundering a lot outside.
These be stormy seas we be sailing on, ye me hearties. But yeah, Kraz and I will catch y'all next time, this Friday's, where we can finally get on with the plot and move on to just the third of 3 filler cases.
The Tournament Academy. The only reason I wouldn't call it filler is because literally Athena's only full case in the entirety of her appearances.
I guess so, and also I hear the killer is like quite important to the themes of the game. Aside, and it's like the most important one aside from the final one.
Yeah, as much as I hate him, and even though I think he was sort of badly written, he did have a point in the story.
Okay. It was a good stream. Thank you. I don't know why. For some reason, I feel like I've been a little drier in these streams compared to SDRA2 because I've had less to. I feel like I've had generally less to comment on, but not which isn't to like knock Ace Attorney's writing or in any way. It's more so that I'm more focused on like actually playing the game. It's probably just because like the mysteries in Ace Attorney are usually harder to figure out. Anyway. Also, I will point out the problem with Academy that has one thing that makes some cases worse, but that will come out later. Okay. Well, do you have anything else to say, Kraz, before we sign off?
No, do you?
I don't believe I do, so yeah. That's the end of the stream.